Jurrac top 8, or not top 8, X2 deck profile. You finished 7-2, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, what's your name, sir?
I went 6-2-1.
Okay.
Dennis Martin. DJ, really. I went DJ.
Let's see this.
I've been playing. Alright. I got 3 Velos, of course. Basically, this is the best card in the deck. It searches everything. And then you got everyone knows what this card does. Not a big deal. Everyone thinks it's the best card. This is the second best card. And then you have the card that, if anything happened to this, like, the whole point of the deck's just gonna die. And then these are card Ds. Destroy something by battle. Tribute any Jurrac, including itself. Draw 2 cards. You have Blaster, because it's Blaster and you can just pop shit. 3 Max Cs, because it just really helped when I was playing Dragons. Like, when you go into Dragons, basically what you do is you make a Dolka, and you sit there and you let them search out as all they want, but you stop them from special summoning. Eventually they just run out of Dragons and you lose. Yeah, you have 3 Fossil Digs. Basically, you always want to open with one of these. If you open with them, then you're set for the game. Besides that, the other card that you want opening turn is Dress. Almost every duel, I just summon Velo and set Dress, and that's how I start. They can't, like, they have to get around, they have to attack Velo, and then my plays start getting started. Play 3 Lance because it's an amazing card, and I run stuff over by battle, so it's the only way it makes sense. Shrink because it's always been good, and now that dragons are a thing, any of my Jurracs can run over a dragon. Have 3 Scapegoats for random combos with Alo, Dino, they're both tuners, and then it just stops OTKs. It makes the Mermail match so easy. And you got your triple MSTs. I was debating between playing 3 Dinos because I was having problems getting my Jurracs in hand, or triple MST. I eventually just decided to go with the triple MST, and it worked perfectly all day. 3 Rekindling. This is the most busted ass card in the deck because there's the double Logia combo. You can just, right when both players have run out of all cards, I have this. And without this card, this deck doesn't work because Velo will run out of targets, and at one point you will have no monsters left in the deck, and you won't be able to do anything, and then that's when you play Rekindling, and that's when you continue playing. And then finally you have Book of Moon, which is self-explanatory, and Dark Hole just because it's
You want to show the double Logia combo really fast?
Double Logia combo? There's 2 combos that make this deck really good. There's the Scapegoat one with the Alos, and then there's the double Logia combo. I'll go into that. Basically with the double Logia combo, if you open with the Velo and the Dress, you set the Dress, that's like turn 2. That's when, if this gets run over and you have this, and you have one of these in hand, and anything to run over your opponent's monster out of the 9 cards that you play, not that, the 9 cards you play, so you just, where are my Velos? You tribute, summon a Velo. This is engraved, this is in your hand, this is, let's say this is in your hand too. You attack, you suicide all of them. You suicide each Velo. You now have 1 Alo, 3 Velos in the grave. You get this guy out, you attack, you shrink, and that's when you get your other Alo, wherever the heck, the other Alo. Okay. Special him. Main phase 2, you tribute, you get Velo. Depending on what you're playing, most of the time it's a safe bet to go for Dolka to try to stop Max C if they see it coming. But in almost every matchup, you just go for the double Logia, you overlay, and then you play the Rekindling, you bring back both of these, and you have your exact 2 targets, and you bring out you bring out both. And we didn't do extra deck. Where's the extra deck? The extra deck's right here.
Just kind of catching up on the combos and stuff here.
Yeah, I got another combo, but I'm gonna go through the extra deck first, because. All right. First of all, 3 Logias, because it's Solemn Judgment is banned and Logia isn't even limited. Dolka, because with this you can burn through dragon players. It's the only reason this deck got me so far, and I'm able to beat dragon players. Formula Synchron, which is the part of the combo with this, so I'll put this up here. And then Mistbird Colossus. If anybody catches the drift of where this is going, of what Mistbird Colossus does. You have your regular 5 targets. You can get them with Scapegoats, with Alo, and sync for Formula, draw +1, and then go for one of these. Both of these are great. I have to get into these for my Bujin matchup, which I needed in my last game. I did not get anywhere with any of that. Horse Prince is a really fun combo because when you have Scapegoats and your opponent's just opening up, they'll attack one of the Scapegoats, and you'll be left with 3. You'll summon Dino, sink for 6, get out Horse Prince, special summon the other Dino from the deck. You don't have to worry about drawing these anymore, which can suck. And then you're able to kill, like you attack with this, you tribute it off the field, and you still have Horse Prince to protect you. Orient Dragon, I actually got this a really long time ago, before it even became good, back when dragons had the babies, because I just picked it up because I hate 6 Sams. It's like my worst matchup, well, it's not my worst matchup anymore, but I hate it. I couldn't play during that format. I'd say that one for last. Crimson Blader and Stardust are pretty self-explanatory. You can get into them. The way you get into them now is just Blaster and Halo. But you can always just get, like when you're going crazy with Rekindling or something, you can have these 3 targets, sink 5 and then sink 8, whatever. Black Rose is stellar in this deck because when I get out Gooba, I call it Gooba, I've been playing this deck for 3 years. When I attack and I'll destroy them, I'll get out Dino, and almost every player that I Black Rose, they didn't even see it coming because they didn't realize that this is a Synchro deck. This isn't an XYZ deck. I just go into Black Rose and I won right off of that. All right, now let's go into my favorite combo, which is this is my new combo. With Scapegoats, you'll have this, and all you have to do is have 2 Scapegoats survive, so you stop 2 attacks. You'll summon your Alo. Now you got 2 Scapegoats. Here are my Scapegoat tokens. Where is it? Yep. So you sink, you draw 1 off the Formula Synchron. You sink again. Go for Misbear Colossus. That's when you make the opponent's monster 0, and then you can kill with these guys and either draw 2 or make a Logia. But the thing that really works out is either you'll have 1 target engraved and Rekindling in hand when you have the Scapegoats, so you'll special summon it, and when you draw, you'll have you won't have a hand, and you'll draw into one of these guys almost every time. You just summon them and just destroy your opponent with them, or it could be the other way around, and you have the Alo, and then that's when the Rekindling play becomes live. That's pretty much this ridiculous deck, and there's no trap. Oh, I missed the last guy. I missed Giganato. I played 1 of these. I would like to play 2, but you can't. There's not enough space. But this makes all of the Jurracs gain 200 for each in the grave, and then when I'm fueling, I get my Jurracs up to 3,000, 4,000, and just beat over them with giant Rekindling play.
Let's see your setting really quick.
All right. 3 Fossil Dynus. I side this against dragons just because it can help. I can side it against Evil Swarm. Sometimes I don't. It's basically just there for if I decide I need it. If I don't decide I need it, I just don't even put it into access. Kaiku, I really should side this against dragons, but I never do. Kaiku is there for decks that give me problems like zombies or dark worlds. I did not have to even see them today. But this is mainly here for spellbooks. I didn't see that today either. Breakthrough skill. The only reason these are in here is because I was main decking them and I took them out, but I didn't want to get rid of them for, let's say, Herald Perfection or 6 Sams or anything. I sided them in a couple games and they helped out a lot. Then Triple Royal Decree. Royal Decree is basically it's for and against this deck. Your opponent will side this against you because every Jurrac player anybody that's ever tried this deck always ends up putting a ton of traps in it, and it just does not work out for them because they run out of monsters and they just have their traps left. It doesn't work. So that's when they side traps against me, and sometimes I'll side Royal Decree because I think they're not siding it, whatever. But and then also against Evil Swarms, if you get this and then you have Shrink and you just Shrink Ophion, make a Logia, it's over. There's no way to win. And then my favorite card, Prohibition. I put this in here for just the real reason was so I can have a quick access out to Bujingi Crane or what's the other one? The black one. The black one, the Kalu. So you just play that, and then you're able to attack them because they don't see it coming. And then, obviously, this thing can be used for anything. You can use it against E-Dragons, call one of the E-Dragons in the grave. I've done that before. It's really nice when you're playing spellbooks. You call Magical Blue Boy, Magical Spellbook, whatever his name is. I can't think of it right now. But you usually side these out if you're going second. If you're going first, you always side them in. Several times today when I was playing E-Dragons, I would side in these with the Fossil Dynas, and then I would draw them. I'd call, against the Dragoonity ones, I'd call Dragoonity Ducks, set the trap, summon Fossil Dyna, and they can't find it out. So that's how the whole thing goes.
Alright, can you give me a little rundown about all you played today?
First game, I played Constellars. He was pretty mad because he did not think I went double Logia combo within the first 5 minutes, and then game 2 he was able to just win, and I was like, okay, you got it. And then game 3 I destroyed him again. Round 2 I played. What did I play?
Not just going to 3.
Down to 3? I don't even remember. I just played a lot of. Eventually I just worked my way up to E-Dragons. That was mostly what I played. I played 4 E-Dragons. I played 1 Boojins. I played the Constellar. I played
Evil Swarm?
Evil Swarm. Yes, I played. Was Eaton Woe? Wow, I can't say his name. I'm sorry if you're watching.
Dragons, Boojin, Constellar.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I played, and it was like against the Dragons, I beat 2 of them. I tied 1, and then I lost at the end. I just couldn't hold it up. I'd lost my last 2 games, so that's when I got top 48 instead of top 8.
That's all good.
So.
All right, so thank you.